Yo, grab your coffee and pull up a chair, 'cause we're about to scream cry over Look Back, 2024, like it just stole our heart and ran off into the sunset. This 63-minute one-shot anime from Studio Durian, yeah, the mad lads who dropped the first slam dunk heat, is basically Tatsuki Fujimoto flexing his entire soul onto the screen, and I'm still picking up the pieces of my brain from the floor. Let's break it down the way we do, raw, real, and ready to ugly cry in public. Picture this, a tiny snowy town in Japan, 2010s vibes, flip phones, and two girls who are about to ruin your emotional stability. Fujino Ayumu is the golden child of her elementary school newspaper, Kaki, popular, draws these perfect four-panel gag strips that make everyone lose it. She's basically living the "I'm him" arc, until the teacher drops a bomb. Kiyotaka, the truant girl who never leaves her room, just submitted a one-shot so ridiculously detailed it makes Fujino's stuff look like stick figures. Fujino's ego? Shattered. She storms over to Kiyotaka's house ready to throw hands, only to find this shy, agoraphobic gremlin drowning in her own genius, mountains of trash, shutters closed, drawing like her life depends on it. Fast forward, Fujino basically kidnaps Kiyotaka into the real world. They start drawing together, bickering like an old married couple, and suddenly they're a duo dropping bangers for the school paper. Fujino's confidence cracks open into passion. Kiyotaka steps outside for the first time in years because Fujino drags her to watch the snow. They graduate, chase their dreams, Fujino to art school, Kiyotaka gunning for jump serialization, and you're sitting there thinking, wholesome rivals to besties, I'm gonna cry happy tears. Wrong. Fujimoto pulls the rug so hard the anime equivalent of the Red Wedding hits. 1 minute they're laughing about adult life, next minute, BAM, real-world tragedy slams in like a truck. No spoilers, but when the screen cuts to that empty room with the unfinished manuscript, bro, I actually paused the movie to stare at my wall for 10 minutes. The second half flips into this gut-wrenching, what-if fever dream that had me whispering, Fujimoto you absolute monster, through tears. The final 15 minutes? Pure cinematic sorcery, silent panels, time skipping like a broken VHS, and a payoff that feels like getting hugged and stabbed at the same time. When Fujino runs through the snow one last time, yeah, I'm not okay. Send help. Animation? Art style? Dude, we need to invent new words. Studio Durian said, budget? What budget, and cooked the most gorgeous 2D you'll see all year. The character designs are deceptively simple, big eyes, soft lines, but every frame is dripping with personality. Fujino's cocky smirk in episode, movie, whatever, it's one movie-length episode of pain, her smirk could power a small city. Kiyotaka's trembling fingers when she finally hands over her manuscript. You feel the anxiety in your bones. Backgrounds are straight-up oil paintings. The snowy town feels cold enough to give you goosebumps, every reflection in the window, every puff of breath, every crumpled paper on the floor is rendered like someone cared about your soul. The way they animate drawing, the scratch of the G-pen, the ink splatter, the eraser crumbs, had me pausing every 30 seconds going, how? And don't get me started on the color palette, warm classroom yellows bleeding into cold, lonely blues after the incident. The shift is so smooth you don't notice your heart breaking until it's in pieces. Look Back isn't just anime of the year, it's one of the rawest pieces of art I've experienced, period. Fujimoto took his 140-page one-shot about what it means to create and turned it into a love letter, a punch in the gut, and a warm hug all at once. It's about rivalry, friendship, regret, and keeping someone's dream alive even when they're gone. I finished it at 2 a.m., immediately rewatched it, then stared at my own sketchbook like it personally betrayed me. 10 out of 10. No notes. Except maybe bring tissues. And a therapist. And maybe don't watch it alone unless you want your neighbors to think someone died.